Hi, everybody. Welcome to Coach's Wellbeing Kitchen, where today we tell you what the winning lottery numbers are because, yes, indeed, we are that magical.
And rich.
Yep. In spirit.
We are abundantly wealthy Jillionaires in spirit.
That's pretty much Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Coach's Wellbeing Kitchen. Of course, we have Coach Kristin.
Hello.
Of Coach Kristin 9 fame and Coach Julia of Your Purpose Geek fame. And today we are here to be prepared.
And informative and fun.
I love all of that. Yeah, I'm into it. Prepared, informative, and fun.
Yeah.
P-I-I. Okay. Pie! We're here for pie, but not really. We're not here for pie. We did pie in one of our last episodes. All right, so Coach Kristin, what do we have going on today?
Coach Julia, what we're making today is one of my favorite on-repeat meals, and I'm going to do it in a way that shows you how quick and easy it is to do meal prep. So we're going to cook once, we're going to have 4 meals out of this.
I love this.
I am making a ground, it's a ground chicken, it's basically a Greek chicken burger on a portobello mushroom bun and a side of steamed green beans.
I love it.
So it's fast and easy, it's absolutely delicious, and I'm going to show you how to do it in like you're doing food prep. So cook once, eat 4 times, or feed a family of 4, etc. So always want to be one step ahead when it comes to food, because if you're one step behind, you're eating crap. You're stopping for the pizza, you're stopping for the quick thing. So cook once, eat many times. That way you always know where your next meal is coming from.
And it's quicker just to prepare this at home if it's already ready to go. Like, throw it in the microwave or in the oven, and in the same amount of time that you could pull up to a drive-through window or order the pizza, you've got a Greek chicken burger, green beans, and a portobello bun ready to roll.
Yeah, even faster. And that's a great point. Yeah. It's on the front end, it's kind of like, it's good. I have to take time to cook.
Right.
But on the back end, you've got 3 more times where you're just heating it up quickly. So honestly, you're saving the time.
Yeah.
And it's homemade and it's good. And you're going to feel better, which helps you get through your day better than stopping and getting the thing like pizza, which is probably going to drag you the rest of the day.
Absolutely. And, not that it's not delicious, let's just say that.
Of course.
But you can definitely tell, I started to be able to tell the difference that when I do eat stuff like that, the sodium alone makes me want more. And then it's almost like my body does not digest it at all. And it's just kind of like, you want more now. And I'm like, well, fries sound like a really good idea, but I know that they're probably not. So this really would help, especially, I think of myself, I'm always on the run. So just being able to have something that I know is already made, already one step ahead.
Absolutely.
Love it.
And I love that point too, because I always tell my clients, sugar begets sugar, salt begets salt.
So good. I love that.
And if you already eat the thing, it's like, well, I already had pizza, so what's an order of fries?
Right.
I already ate 5 cookies, what's an ice cream?
Yeah.
So the thing begets the thing. So the cleaner the diet, the cleaner you want to eat and do eat. And then you find your balance point in there where it all meets and you're happy about what you're eating and you feel good most of the time.
All right.
That was a long way to introduce Greek chicken burgers, but
useful tips.
I love it.
We're all about useful tips here in Coach's Wellbeing Kitchen. Otherwise, why are you watching this?
Yeah, really.
For the comedy?
Maybe.
Yes.
People are watching us with a bowl of ice cream. These girls are great. They're really
Thanks for talking about the sugar begets sugar, because I could use some ice cream right now. Cookie a la mode? Yes.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. No judgment, just humor.
No, actually, yeah. Coach's Wellbeing Kitchen, no judgment, just humor.
That's right. Awesome. We're going to start over at the stove today.
All right, love it.
All right.
Let's go.
Let's do it. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is get our portobello buns ready. I'm just going to give a drizzle of olive oil all over them.
Okay.
Give a little bit of a rub down. I like to massage my mushroom cups. I like to brush them.
And look at that. We've got a really nice looking action shot of those delicious portobello buns.
I'm going to season them with a little bit of seasoning salt. There's no rules here. They're going to take on the flavor of whatever you got going on.
Cool.
So you could put herbs on here. And actually, you know what I'm going to do? So I'm putting these in a grill pan.
Okay.
And I'm going to use this grill pan later as well for the burgers. I'm going to drizzle with a touch more olive oil because it's great for you and I love it. And I think what I'm also going to do, I'm just going to grab a little bit more of this salt. I'm going to rub it on. These are really going to break down. Mushrooms, you know, develop a lot of liquid when you cook them.
Mm-hmm.
So they're really going to cook down. They're going to get a little bit flatter. A lot of their juice is going to come out. The last thing I'm going to do here that I forgot to pull out of my cabinet is I like to add a little bit of rosemary.
Oh, that's awesome with mushrooms.
It is. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that on top. You could put it on at the end. In fact, I'm almost out. So just pretend I'm putting rosemary on. It's delicious. Rosemary and mushrooms go together so well. Then in my other pan, what I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to start with extra virgin olive oil, always. I'm going to take about a 1/4 cup of green onions. All I want to do is give these a really light saute because we're going to add it to our meat. You could add it raw to your meat, but I don't like it that way. I like them lightly sauteed first. I'm going to do a clove of garlic, and I love my garlic crusher. This thing is as old as I am. I think my mom gave it to me at one point.
So you mean it's
a
15?
long time ago.
Got it.
Yeah, it's, well, no, 18.
18.
I'm going to give this a quick stir just to break them down, get them translucent. Nothing too crazy. Get them slightly cooked, let all the flavors come out. I'm doing this on like medium-low heat.
Okay.
I don't want to burn them or anything like that.
And then because gas stoves and electric stoves work differently,
They do.
would it still be like a medium-low heat just to kind of test it out and see what works best?
Probably would be. Start
Okay.
lower and then add if you need to. Better to not have too hot of a pan because anytime you're sauteing, you don't want that oil to smoke.
Right.
As soon
Yeah.
as you smoke oil, it's damaged. Get rid of it.
Yeah.
So especially with olive oil, you don't want to cook it on super high heat. And again, all I'm looking to do is just get those onions slightly cooked. Now I'm going to add, you could use frozen drained spinach if you want to save time. I am always in favor of the fresh version.
Okay.
So this is fresh organic baby spinach. Usually I give it a rough chop. You could or not. It's totally up to you depending on, you know, how kind of chunky you like it in the burgers. I'm just going to add a few handfuls of this.
Awesome.
So maybe we're talking 3 cups. It's going to break down. I also don't cook it to death. I'm just cooking it enough to stir in to the ground meat. I'm going to add again a little bit more seasoned salt. My seasoned salt is all natural. It's basically salt, garlic, onion powder, and a few herbs. Nothing, let's say, artificial ingredients in that. It's an all natural seasoned salt.
Citric acid.
I'm going to, yep, I know what all the ingredients in it. They're all recognizable.
Yeah.
Literally. Did you hear that?
I did.
That mushroom is like,
It got insulted because you said it was going to break down.
yes, so sorry, mushrooms.
I'm a strong bun. You leave me alone.
Okay. This is too low. Sometimes when I cook greens, literally what I'll do is I will throw them in a hot pan and turn the heat off altogether, just let them wilt.
That's awesome.
But my pan was not quite hot enough.
Okay.
This is real life cooking, guys. We're not chefs. We are home cooks living the dream here.
Absolutely.
All right, so that's hot enough now. I'm just gonna turn the heat off, especially because this is gonna sit for another minute or two while we get the meat ready
Okay.
and the mushrooms cook.
Awesome. So,
Let's head in.
Coach Kristin, from what I can see, we're ready to assemble.
Well, Coach Julia, we're going to assemble.
Awesome.
So we're gonna start with 1 pound. I like ground chicken. It's juicier. For some reason, chicken rests better for me in my stomach.
Okay.
You could use ground turkey. You could use ground beef, high quality, grass-fed. Use good stuff when it comes to protein. You could probably use any ground meat that you like. In this instance, I'm going with chicken because I like it. So we got 1 pound of ground chicken. We've got, let's see, I've got a teaspoon of oregano in here. I've got a teaspoon of basil. I've got a teaspoon of seasoned salt. I've got a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. So you can go crazy here with amounts if you would like a little extra, if you like to use fresh versus dried. I'm using dried this time of year. You could add fresh parsley to this. I'm going to sprinkle it around to season the meat.
Amazing.
Next, I'm going to add about 3 to 4 ounces of feta. Do you like feta cheese?
I love feta cheese.
Feta cheese is a really nice cheese. Nice and healthy. It doesn't get greasy and gooey.
Yeah.
It adds really great flavor. And it adds a good salt element, so it's salty enough.
Right.
So this you could use 3 to 4 ounces. I'm just gonna eye it up.
I like sheep's milk and goat milk feta actually. Those are both pretty awesome. I love those.
I don't know which one this is. It's probably
Delicious
cow.
is what it is.
Cow.
It's delicious.
It's delicious. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna grab the sauteed veggies that we did earlier.
Wow!
And I'm just gonna throw it right in here. That smells so good.
And the color of the garlic is green, and I love that. It's just like everything is all melded together.
Yep. Everything is all melded together.
Very
and you
cool.
got it. We're gonna stir and stir. We put that in there. Real time cooking here.
Real time cooking.
Real time, real life cooking. So basically, I'm just gonna stir. While I'm stirring, Coach Julia, you got anything to lay on us? Any wisdom?
Any wisdom. So we're talking about being prepared, right? And being one step ahead.
One step ahead.
I think that if you're not prepared, and that's really for anything. So, right, I always talk about my realm is in the career and personal development and talent development realm. I tend to think of people on interviews.
Yeah.
And I have noticed that when I'm interviewing people, you can tell who's prepared and who's not prepared. So I always think of my best tip is, research the company that you're interviewing with, and really think about what it is about that company that you want to work for. And one of the questions I have asked candidates in the past when I've been interviewing them, and questions that I have asked interviewers is, why do you like working at this company? And I think if we extend that out further, you can really take a look at really what you're always talking about, Coach Kristin, which is being more curious and really kind of gaining an understanding about, what it is, what are you doing this for? And that's really the point of purpose. And I really think that if you're well prepared with well-prepared food, with the right fuel, with the right knowledge base, then anything is possible rather than being 2 steps behind. So that's my tip of the day.
I love that. And it's like when you're in that space, you're one step ahead. You're actually creating what you want to happen.
Absolutely.
Versus 2 steps behind, you're being swept away by what's happening to you.
Yeah.
So, always 1, even 2 steps ahead.
Absolutely.
Honestly, you feel better that way too.
Yeah.
It's like when you get behind the 8 ball, it doesn't feel good ever.
No.
So getting out ahead more consistently is really...
And when you get behind the 8 ball and you don't get the shot, no, not good.
No, you end up scratching and in the corner pocket.
Which I always do. Always. It ends up, it actually ends up jumping the table. So when you're behind the 8 ball and you hit the ball and it jumps the table, that is not
Forget
good.
it. You're
Yeah,
done.
forget it. So it's always good to be prepared.
So what we're going to do now is form these into 4 patties, and then we're going to head over to the grill pan and start cooking these up.
Yes! All right.
So I'm going to hit my grill pan with a little bit of spray.
All right.
And I've got my 4 patties here. I'm going to just kind of mush them into about an inch and a half thick. I'm going to throw them on my hot grill pan.
Awesome.
Of course, I'm just going to grill these until they're done. You could do this on a grill. I make these in the summer, throw them on the grill. They're awesome on the grill. You could make them into smash burgers.
Okay.
My wife loves smash burgers. So you kind of char them, and when you flip them, you crush them.
Yeah.
They spread out, and they get crusty and big, and they're absolutely delicious. We're just doing burgers right now.
Smash burgers are a huge trend too.
They really are. They're fun to make. They're delicious.
Yeah.
And really, these are spreading out pretty big anyway.
They look great.
So, this was a pound of meat. So you've got about 4-ounce burgers here, which is a decent serving of protein, of course. If it feels too big for you, make them smaller.
Okay.
you're gonna make these to accommodate what you want, and oftentimes I will make 5 instead of 4, and just keep an extra patty in the refrigerator for when I need a quick shot of protein, or throw it on top of a salad, or just sometimes I just eat it cold out of the fridge. They're really good.
Wow.
So I'm gonna let these brown.
Okay.
And then we're going to, I'll show you how I assemble them for meal prep.
Awesome. See you soon.
See you in a minute.
Okay.
Burgers are cooked. We're going to assemble for our food prep.
Love this.
So first thing we're going to do is take those beautiful grilled portobello mushroom caps, and I'm going to stick it in 4 containers. Here's a word about containers. I don't like plastic. However, I'm putting cooled off food into plastic. So I will store them in these in the refrigerator, but I will not reheat in them.
Okay.
I only ever reheat on a glass plate, or if I'm using Pyrex for my food prep, which I usually do, but these are handy to just kind of stack in the refrigerator. So cold stuff, fine. Just don't reheat in them. Don't throw them in the microwave. Okay? Just strictly storage.
And Pyrex is glassware, so if you have any kind of glassware to heat up in, whatever you use is fine.
Absolutely. You could even put 4 burgers in a container, the mushroom caps in a container, and your beans in a container, and just individually serve them when the time comes, or do them in individual servings. Any way that what works for your life.
Yeah.
I'm going to take one of our gorgeous grilled burgers.
Amazing.
Put it right on top of the mushroom cap. They smell so awesome.
Can you smell it from here?
Smell-o-vision.
Yeah.
They are so juicy because they've got the feta cheese in them. They've got spinach. They've got the veggies. It keeps all that moisture in. Plus, it's chicken. It's more juicy than turkey or something like that.
Fantastic.
I steamed a pound of, these are the thin green beans, more string beans versus the thick ones. Whatever beans you like. I steam these. They're a little crisp al dente. I seasoned them again with a little bit more seasoning salt. I sprinkled them with thyme, drizzled them with olive oil, not butter. So I didn't use any butter in any of these. You could, but in that whole Mediterranean framework, olive oil is king when it comes to fats.
Okay.
So I'm going to put a really great serving of beans in here because I am a big fan of eating lots of vegetables, for their nutrients, anti-inflammatory properties. I love fresh green beans. You could use frozen green beans, steam those, do the exact same thing.
Okay.
Fresh, frozen, you got it, just not from a can.
Stay away from the can.
Eek.
Eek. And actually, green beans are, green for a reason, so green is always good for you, but green beans are also a really good source of silicone, I believe. And silicone is really, really good for you.
All right.
It's true, I swear.
I believe you. Let me just finish these off. What's also cool about this is there's quite a few servings of veggies in here.
I love it.
You got spinach and onions in the burger. You've got the portobello cap, and of course you've got your green beans. So,
man, this is complete joy right here.
Complete joy.
All right.
So, to finish it off, we're going to take a scoop of prepared tzatziki, and I'm going to plop it right on top. You could do this now. You could do it when you serve them.
Okay.
But basically, if you don't like tzatziki, then you could have it plain. You can put ketchup on if you wanted to.
Yeah!
Tzatziki's amazing. It's basically, what's in there? Dill, cucumber, yogurt, lots of garlic. I can smell the garlic from here. Beautiful. So topping it off with some tzatziki finishes it off beautifully.
Fantastic.
That's it. 4 meals, whether it's for a family of 4, whether it's for an individual, you got 4 meals.
I can't even hold all of this.
She can't even hold all this.
What?
Food. Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Enjoy. Let us know if you make it. Comment. Try it. Play with it. Get creative.
Like and subscribe. And we'll see you for the second course coming up. Thank you so much, and thanks for watching Coach's Kitchen. Okay, 3, 2, 1, action.
Hey!
Hi!